I'm telling you guys, I know it's been a minute. Things have been going crazy. I have been running around like I'm crazy. Obviously, I'm still not at home. I'm still in Nigeria. I'm still enjoying myself in Nigeria. I'm holding this little light so that it doesn't fall over. And I'm hoping that during this live, I don't lose any kind of power because, for people who live in Nigeria, you guys know, right? You guys know they turn off the power periodically throughout the day. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But no, I got it. I'm good. I'm good, babe. My husband's trying to help me out. He's so sweet, I'm telling you. So I am here because I think it's so important for caregivers to understand how important it is to take a break. Your girl is well rested. I needed it. I needed this, right? So let me tell you what has happened so far. Obviously, you guys know we launched Hanson Caregiving Consulting Services.com. We did a soft launch and we're going to do a heavier launch or full launch during the fall. I'm so excited about that. But I also recognized throughout this whole period that I also needed to take time for myself and get some rest. And that's what I've been doing. I just, sometimes you just got to let everything go and realize that you've been too busy and you need to kind of refocus on yourself, and it's about, where you want to chart out things and obviously where your life is going. As a caregiver, sometimes I like to plan things out. I think we've talked about that during various lives that I've been on before. Sometimes we like to plan things out for other people all the time, but we don't plan things out for ourselves. And I had burnout. I had some serious burnout. And so I needed to really stop what I was doing. I talked to my husband before this trip. I think everybody who knows me knew that I needed to relax and that I needed some downtime and that I needed to just call it a day to a degree or a week or a month and basically take the month of August off. What it allows me to do is really just focus on giving care when I get back, to come back re-energized and refocused. But this has really taught me how important it is not to let it get to this extent in the future. And I think that's something that we always need to remind ourselves about. Don't let yourself suffer from burnout so much that you are not buying out time for yourself, that you're not taking the time to get care that you need. So when I go back, I've got my doctor's appointments lined up. I've got, things already in motion so that I will focus on my needs to a degree, and then I can be a better caregiver to my mom, to my family, and make sure that everybody has what they need so that we can keep going. But this road is not easy. So I landed here. It was an interesting flight. If you guys watch some of the videos, the first leg of the trip, flying into Frankfurt, Germany was not bad. That never is really a bad leg of the trip for me because, it's an overnight flight. It's kind of relaxing. I probably after dinner, they allow you about 3 hours to sleep on the flight. And so I basically just slept the whole time that I was on the first leg of the flight to Germany. And I needed that. Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, no matter where you are. This is your girl, Essie, just chopping on for a brief live to give you guys an update as a caregiver. Tell me where you are. Loca, hello, how are you? So I needed a moment to kind of just get my life together and just, wait a minute, let me turn this do not disturb on because I forgot to do that as well. That's how you know it's been a minute, right? And so I needed a minute to kind of get, thank you. This is because your girl's been rested. Your girl's been tired, okay? And I needed a moment to kind of get my life together. Amy, how are you? You're on the school bus with your headphones. Girl, I hope you ain't the one driving. Just making sure that you're not the one driving. But if you're on the school bus, I hope you enjoy your day in school. Hey, everybody, this is your girl, Essie. I'm here in Nigeria. I am enjoying myself with my husband and friends and family. I have needed this rest. I can't tell you how much I needed the rest as a caregiver. If you are not taking time for yourself, if you get to the point where you have burnout, I don't know what to tell you other than to buy out some time for yourself. Because I didn't realize I was even at that point where I had burnout, that I needed to rest. And so I was telling you guys how it was traveling here. I had about 3 actual flights. and one of them was a layover. So the first leg, I flew to Germany, was in Germany for about 4 hours, and then we flew from Germany to Abuja, and now I'm in beautiful Port Harcourt, and I absolutely love it here. I feel like it's my second home anyway. So, I don't mind coming here. I love spending time here, especially with my hubby, right? And having some downtime. But as a caregiver, what I was saying was I didn't realize how tired I was. I didn't realize how exhausted I was. You guys, as you're logging on, remember to give me some likes. Tap the screen and give me some likes. I know it's been a minute, but your girl has had a lot going on. And so I slept probably the first week I was here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think I was so drained. I didn't realize, that I needed to really, really just get some rest. And so when you have that kind of reaction to, I'm doing I don't know, I'm passing out, I'm sleeping this hard when I'm on a trip. It tells you that your body has burnout. It tells you that you are putting out so much energy, which may be required. Hello, Mr. Stepper, how are you? You are putting out so much energy as a caregiver, but you're not putting anything back in. And so for me, hey, Amy, thank you so much. Look, for me to sleep this long when I finally got here to Nigeria, that told me something. That told me how tired my body was. And so I have been here for a couple of weeks. And so now I'm starting to understand that, hey, Diana, how are you? How are you? And so what I needed to do was really come here and sleep. Right? Come here and get some rest. This is my second home. Home is wherever my hubby is, right? And so because it's my second home, because I feel very comfortable here, I needed to be here in order to take some downtime. And I think everybody in my home, everybody at home knew that I needed a break. Everybody back in the States knew that I needed to just get some downtime and just call it a day. And so that's what I was able to do. You guys want to find out, I have been at this resort. I have been loving just sleeping. Diana, that's how I'm doing. I have been sleeping. Hi, Ashira. How are you guys? It's good to meet you guys and good to see you on the live. It's been a minute, but you guys know that I launched the Hanson Caregiving Consulting Services.com. That took a lot of time. I'm a caregiver. I've been working for my family. I work full time. I'm actually here in Nigeria still working. And so it really, really impressed upon me that your girl had burnout. I had burnout. I needed to get my life together. Now that I've got it semi together, now I can kind of refocus when I go back and kind of just give my all and give my energy, right? And then I've got another trip planned to Asia the end of the year. So I'm not looking forward to that flight, I ain't gonna lie. But I am going to be so excited. Now, Mr. Stepper, I don't know what that means. Can I be a mod? I don't understand what that means. Your girl is not that tech savvy. I do the bare minimum in order to get on the lives. I don't understand sometimes the lingo, so you're going to have to break it down for me, okay? You're going to have to tell me what that means. But in other words, when I got here, it was the rainy season. I've never been. Can you mod me, please? Anybody can explain to me what that means, mod? I don't understand what that means, Diana and Mr. Stepper. Is that like a modulator or a mediator or something like that? You guys got to break it down for me, okay? And so what I did when I got here, my husband had told me what the weather was like, and my husband had already informed me what it was gonna be like being here. And so I wasn't prepared for the weather this time around. Normally when I come, it's hot. Normally when I come, the heat and humidity. Oh, a moderator. Oh. Like if you're the manager, I think my husband got that. I think he's moderating for me. He's watching what's going on. So I think we good. But thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. You guys are sweet. Thank you so much for offering. I really appreciate it. So when I got here, it was the rainy season. I'm telling you, every time I set foot in Nigeria, maybe the first couple of days I get sick. And I don't know what that I think it's a transition to the food, right? But once I get acclimated, I take my erythromycin, I feel a lot better, which is the antibiotics the doctor gives you. I take the malaria pills in order to feel better. But once I get situated, I'm telling you, I'm good to go. Being here is so relaxing. And I'm gonna tell you, one of the things I like to do, I don't really eat everything while I'm here because of the restrictions, the dietary restrictions that they give you. But when I'm here, I love the fact that they try different things or try different things that I really haven't had and I can't get back home. They have these prawns that are like, I kid you not, they like that big. They are so delicious. I've had them barbecued, I've had them in curry sauce. They are so delicious, okay? And then, yeah, so Diana, are you here in Nigeria? If not, tell me if you've ever had this before. And then on top of that, I had this grilled barbecue catfish. I'm going to talk about this catfish that I've absolutely loved. Oh, you're at 50K? Well done, Mr. Stepper. Well, congratulations. Look, y'all give Mr. Stepper a shout out. You are so happy. You at 50K subscribers already. I'm not even there. You see that? You see I'm not there yet. So you guys remember to like and subscribe and go ahead and let everybody know that I'm here as well. And so one of the things that I like to do is try something that I've not tried before. That catfish that I had was off the hook. So if you come to Nigeria, make sure you get the catfish. Make sure if you can, if you're in Port Harcourt, I don't remember the name of that restaurant, babe. What was the name of that restaurant?
The Ark.
The Ark. The Ark is what it was. So if you guys ever get to Port Harcourt and you want to go to a nice restaurant, go to the Ark. They have dancing. The music is phenomenal. We went with a group of friends on Saturday, and I had to go back on Sunday. It was so good. That catfish was off the hook. It was so tender, and it was so much meat. I couldn't finish it all. And you know, I don't eat a lot of pepe. I'm not a spicy food person, but the person had the pepe all over the barbecue catfish, and it was delicious. My husband actually started peeling the skin so that I could get the inner portions, right? And he was separating it out for me like I was a little kid. Catfish has a lot of bones in it, so I wanted to be careful not to eat the bones, but what I did eat was absolutely delicious. So trying the local cuisines, if you don't have stomach or digestive issues and you know what your dietary restrictions are as someone traveling from the States to here to Africa, is so important. But if you can try the different stuff when you're here, that's different than what you locally get at home, I'm telling you, it's good. You're going to the top. You're going to hit your 100,000 subscribers. I know you are, Mr. Stepper. I know you are. So I'm telling you guys, I will be back. I wanted to just drop on and say good morning, good afternoon. Your girl, obviously, you see, look, the hair is, ooh, I'm about to take these braids out today because I have been sleeping so hard. That's how you also know you have burnout, when you don't really care about anything, right? when you look beat up and you're fine with it because you needed the rest, right? And so when I get home, I'll be able to pull myself together, get my life together, and start off September with a bang. So you guys, if you are a caregiver, make sure you are taking time out for yourself. Make sure you are taking time out to get your rest. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Make sure, even if it's an hour that you have to do every day or an hour every other day, take time to simply breathe. You need to refresh and revitalize yourself as well. Until next time, this is your girl, Essie. I know this is short, but you know your girl got to go back to work. I work, okay? Essie from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Love you guys. Diana, thank you guys for jumping on. Amy, Mr. Stepper, I'm out.